Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Horse Lords as the Mongol Empire. In our last episode, we declared some wars on Khotan and Hotan, respectively, and we won the one against Hotan here just at the end of the last episode, and we're 46% against Khotan, so that shouldn't take too much longer. We're doing this to gain further control over some more Silk Road provinces so that we can hopefully ensure the free flow of lucrative trade through our trade posts, which will be nice. Let's actually check on the crusade that's going on right now as well. I don't think I looked for a while. Still going on. Oh, it's 36% in favor of the Maharaja now. I wish there was some way we could help out the Pope, because it would be really interesting to see a Catholic kingdom down here, but it looks like that may not happen at this point. But who knows, maybe it will. For now though, we'll turn our attention back to our own business, I guess. A Catholic uprising, okay. Well, if it's like the last few Catholic uprisings, it's not going to be too much of a problem. Looks like that is the case. I think we'll just take half of this army and go and squish it quickly here. May as well lead ourselves. Actually, I'm not too happy with our succession situation here, since if we inherit as our half-brother, or sorry, our brother here right now, he is really getting on in years, so the chances of him having an heir in a reasonable amount of time are not good. Though I guess our next in line here is our half-brother, who also has wolf's blood, so maybe it's not so bad. We will likely inherit as this guy and rule as him for a short amount of time before he dies, or else he'll die first and then we'll just inherit as our half-brother. And let's make sure to get him married right now, and hopefully he'll pass on his wolf's blood to some other children that we can then play as. So let's see, he has no negative fertility traits. Unless ugly is a fertility penalty, which I guess it could be. So we'll try to find him preferably somebody with good genetic traits. It's unfortunate that he's ugly, but that's not much of a penalty. Somebody strong would be ideal, I think, for even more health bonuses. Well, there's a strong 2-year-old. That's not really what I'm looking for. I guess anybody that is of a reasonable age and has decent traits will do just fine. Not a maimed lunatic, probably. Well, I don't really mind lunatic, I guess. If they were lustful, that would be a bonus. Yeah, you'll do just fine. Okay. So maybe the whole succession thing is going to be just fine after all. Assuming he starts having children. Alright, we've had a holding siege there. Where are our vassals' armies? Generally wandering around up here, okay. Hopefully they'll go take care of that army. Alright, we squished the Catholic revolt, which should go to 100%. And we've been sent a preacher. Okay. Well, we know what happens to those. They go straight into our dungeons and get ransomed. Looks like our vassal is trying to catch the army there. We'll see if they manage it. We'll continue with our pillaging in the meantime. Really? Catholic uprisings again? Oh, in Kangli too. Okay. Well, let's hope that our vassal will deal with that one. We'll just do the same thing and deal with this one. I guess all of this looting we've been doing increases the revolt risk, so that explains it. That's fine. If they're going to be so small, it's not really an issue. A temple has finished construction in Fergana. Okay. I guess it was under construction when we conquered the province. Well, I suppose we can just immediately pillage it to the ground if it's newly built. I don't actually see a newly built temple here. Maybe it disappeared. Okay, that's one Catholic revolt dealt with. We'll just keep executing them. Can't possibly anger the remaining Catholics at all. Looks like our vassals are not taking care of this one for us, so maybe we'll send some troops of our own. I think we will probably just stay here and finish this war first, though. Not too concerned about the Catholic uprising. I guess our vassals won a battle up here. I don't see the enemy army anymore, so they must have been wiped out. Which is good news. Oh dear, a strange reddish-pink rash appeared on my palms and soles not long ago. With a fever and headache, some parts of the rash have developed abscesses. It's both ugly and itchy. So we have contracted the Great Pox. So I think that's probably going to overcome our health bonus from being strong and kill us in the very near future. Well, that's okay. We are prepared for that eventuality, and we have an independence faction courtesy of our chief of here. Okay. Maybe we just revoke his title? Costs us 50 prestige, which we can definitely afford. We've been revoking titles a lot, so all of our nomad vassals are, or non-nomad vassals rather, are very angry with us, so probably pretty pointless to even try to improve opinion with them. And we have another Catholic uprising. Let's go deal with that one. And we'll see what this guy says about our revocation request. He refuses, rebels against me. That's fine. I don't think he's going to put up too much of a fight. Our vassals already had an army parked in his land, so he is going to get his army destroyed already. And we still have the little Catholic revolt over in Kangley, which we're going to continue to ignore for the moment. Got some tech points. We'll execute the rebel leader. And we'll just head over to this guy's land and siege it. Okay, our son became Midas touched. Not a great character, that's fine. And we have another son who needs an education. I guess we'll educate him ourselves. Not that I really expect to live long enough to complete his education or anything, but we may as well. Oh, I believe our upgrade in our capital just finished as well there, and I didn't start building something else, so let's go get something started. Feldcrafter. Can mitigate the effects of winter a bit. Let's head all the way over there into his land. Oh, he's raised 1,900 troops here. Interesting. That's not mercenaries, because they seem to have spawned with full morale. I guess you can just raise that many, okay. Well, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Should actually have commanders in charge here, though. My son is turning into an arrogant little braggart. I might have to rein him in a bit. We'll tell him pride goeth before a fall, and he'll duly become humble. Okay, no problem at all in that battle. We'll just sit here and siege, which will end the revolt pretty handily, and then we'll just revoke his title. That will teach him to form factions. We do actually have another faction, thanks to our iconoclast vassal, but he isn't strong enough to really challenge us, so we'll just ignore him, I guess. And that's one holding pillaged into oblivion, that's good. And maybe we'll see what we can do, give him an honorary title. I guess he already has one. We could spare a gift, but no, I don't think it's really worth it. He's, as I said, not actually going to challenge us anytime soon, so we can safely ignore him. So we're about to finish the siege on the capital of Khotan here. Gets us to 91%. And the King of England has set up an anti-pope. England, Aquitaine, Andalusia, and Ireland. Okay. Alright, captured a bunch of prisoners after that siege, and that gets us to 100, so we can enforce demands here. Maybe before we revoke his title, we try to ransom some of these prisoners that we just took in that siege. 10 gold, 70 gold. Oh, that's the chief himself. We don't want to ransom him, I guess. They're all only worth 10 gold each. I'll just ransom one and then we'll revoke his title. Don't want to spend too long ransoming stuff. Also, we're up to 100 against Khotan, so we'll enforce demands. And the clans are not demanding land from us, which is nice. So we'll just hold on to this county. We didn't gain any of the titles, so we have some feudal vassals in there. Which is fine, we can revoke the titles in the future if necessary. Okay. So let's see, we'll find our prisoner in here and revoke his title. We won't even lose opinion with our other vassals. And now the clans want land, okay. Well, I guess we could just give away this county then. Give it to Todogen, maybe. Bulugan is the least happy. He's the guy in the faction, isn't he? Yeah, okay. We could give it to him. He's not especially powerful. Or we could see if we can give him a county that's a bit closer to his other land. Not that that actually matters at all, but kind of prefer to do it that way. Guess this is a pretty bad county. Sure, that will do. Otrar. And he'll get the city vassal along with that, which is fine. Okay, so that will get rid of clan land demand. It might also get him out of the faction if he's happy at this point. Oh, we have another Catholic uprising, okay. Well, we'll deal with that one and then head over to deal with this other ongoing one in Kangli. And we'll pillage stuff. The Turkish populace in Sir Daria have embraced Mongol culture. Civilized peasants. Okay, well that's nice, I guess. I suppose we can take a look at the culture map mode. I guess all of the sort of unoccupied provinces just automatically become Mongol since there aren't any settlements there or whatever. And I suppose the feudal vassals that we have the same chance of converting to our culture as they usually would. At least that would make sense if that's how it works. Okay, there's another Catholic revolt ended. We'll execute the troublemaker there. And we'll just wait for our armies to merge up here and we'll head off to the west. And our Feldcrafter finished, so we'll build another upgrade over here. Our income should be better now since we no longer are blocking trade, though maybe it hasn't updated or there's some other conflict going on. So let's see. We could build a minter to increase our trade income. Seems okay. Since we will presumably be getting some trade income in the near future. I can find the right map mode. Still obstructed here, apparently. Ah, there's a host invasion going on. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but nothing really we can do about it, I guess. I guess we could offer to join his war, though we probably aren't able to do that. Yeah. We can send a patriarch to preach to us into the dungeons with him. Alright, you accept our ransom. I'm extremely surprised that we're still alive, even though we're depressed and have the Great Pox, and are 71 years old. Let's not forget. But there you go. We got another Catholic uprising. Fortunately, our army was conveniently located. You would think the previous 10 Catholic uprisings that ended in the leader getting executed would warn them that rising up like that is a bad idea, but apparently not. Our court chaplain here, he created a duchy title, okay. This is our Khan. We'll keep pillaging things. I'm assuming that once we pillage all of the holdings in here, or all of the buildings in this holding, and there are no holdings left, then we'll stop getting uprisings. I guess we could put our court chaplain in there to try and convert it, which I assume would stop the uprisings also. He's not very good at court chaplaining. Actually, he would only have a 0.66% chance yearly, so I guess we'll actually not bother to do that. We'll let him continue to lead armies instead. Somewhere has been looted of gold by somebody, which reminds me that we haven't gone looting in a while, actually. So maybe we'll do that. Call to arms against the Grand Princess of Kiev. Okay, I can't imagine he actually needs our help against Kiev. I'll accept, though. They don't even have any allies in on their side. Alright, well, our minter is finished. Let's do some of the lower level ones, I guess. We'll catch up on riding contests. So actually, for raiding purposes, since we're in this area, we may as well go, for example, and raid these guys. And we definitely don't need our whole army to go and take care of this little uprising here. We'll send 1,000, say. Should be plenty, and the rest can head south here. We have 3 neighbouring counties we can raid in the Kesrenid lands. I kind of think we should maybe leave these guys alone since they are probably powerful enough to chase us off if they're so inclined. This guy, I imagine we outnumber though, yeah. So we'll raid the 3 neighbouring counties here, which should be pretty lucrative. Oh, finally somebody dealt with our revolt there just as we were sending troops. Okay. Well, this guy is going to get executed. And we'll go through and pillage what we can pillage. That is Kangley pillaged to the ground, so we shouldn't get any more Catholic uprisings there, I think. And that's one holding gone here. We could revoke a title here to get something else we can pillage, so let's do that. Annoy all of our non-nomad vassals even further. Let's just see if he will accept. He accepts, okay. Well, we are just about out of time for this episode, so we'll have to postpone our pillaging until the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.